Hi everyone, I'm going to quickly walk you through some of the cool features that you get to enjoy with the capture pool this year. Some of the stuff we also had last year, but we've also added a few new cool things that I think you're going to enjoy. You can always go up to the Tournaments tab here, and you can view the current tournament in progress. I have last year's in place if you'd like to look at that historical data. Otherwise, we can go to 2014, and for the time being, I just have a mock 2014 tournament in place. First and foremost, you can see that we have a little bit more of a sleeker design here. Also, we have team logos, which I think look pretty darn cool. It kind of makes it look a little more professional as well. Also, if you head on out to the brackets page, you can see that we have the option of showing this year's brackets, or you can go back in time and see last year's brackets. So this is kind of cool to just look up, hey, how did I perform last year and who was I in a bracket with? For now, we're going to go to the dummy bracket that I set up just to check out some of the functionality there. So once again, we see some high-level details. These we had last year, as well as some more in-depth details. So we had both of these areas last year. Also, as we scroll through the tabs, we see the different teams and the games. We can also see who owns a particular team. So here Metro owns Syracuse and Troy owns High Point, so on and so forth. And as we go all the way to the right, we have this brand new chatter tab. I'm pretty excited about this tab. First and foremost, we have a bracket chat room. So in here is where you can feel free to smack talk all of your other competitors. When they are also viewing this bracket page, you'll see their name listed right here. At this point in time, I'm the only one accessing this bracket, so I'm the only one there. Secondly, and this I'm pretty excited about, we have a new game update section. We had a few recommendations last year that it would be nice if the Capture Pool app could automatically update itself. We had a few people who would pull up their bracket page, but they would have to hit refresh every 5 minutes to see any updates I was doing behind the scene. So now we added the ability for the Capture Pool app to update itself. So the rest of this demo, and actually since I came into this page, I'm not going to hit the refresh button. I'm never going to go near it. So behind the scenes here, I'm going to update a game. Just give me about a couple seconds here to complete this. So from a different computer, I just updated this game. And as you can see, we got a notification here that says Washington's Belmont Bruins are losing to Ebbs Virginia Cavaliers by a score of 5-10, but are covering the +8 point spread. And that's happening in the West region. Now, I'm going to update that game again. So you see we have another notification here, but also if I go to the West region, that game was highlighted in yellow, and you can see it's slowly fading away. So I'm also updating the game right here in the bracket tab. So just so you can see that transition, I'm going to go ahead and update the game another time. I'm going to make the score 15-8. You can see it, the score automatically updates. That row automatically gets updated. And if we go back to the chatter tab, we also see that information there. And lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and complete this game. So behind the scenes, I've marked this game as completed. We can see that Ebbs Virginia Cavaliers have beaten Washington's Belmont Bruins by and covered the -8 point spread by a score of 76-56. Ebbs advances in the West region. So if I go ahead and check out the West region, sure enough, the Cavaliers are highlighted in green. Ebbs' name is also highlighted in green. He'll be moving on. Also, if I go back to the Details tab, I can see that Ebbs has moved on the Virginia Cavaliers into round 3. If I check out round 2, basically just want to see the history of this game. The Virginia Cavaliers were victorious over Washington's Belmont Bruins, and they covered the -8 point spread. So Ebbs moves on with that team. So all of those updates happen without you ever having to hit refresh. So I think those of you who want to pull up the Capture Pool app while you're at home, you're at work, and just pull up on a second monitor and check back occasionally, this is going to be some awesome functionality that you'll enjoy this year. As you're going through the app, make sure to let me know of any suggestions you have for next year, and I hope you enjoy the capture pool. Thanks.